All right, in this video, I want to show you how to graph a linear equation fast. Now, some students, when they look at this problem, they're like, I don't know how to graph this. And the only thing I remember, Mr. McLogan, is y equals an mx plus b. And even that sometimes gets confusing. But now this is in a standard form, but it's in standard form with a fraction, which makes it even worse. And I don't even know how to solve for y. I'm just going to give up. I'm not even going to try. And I get it. I've been there multiple times. I've worked with multiple students. There's no problem with rewriting this in slope-intercept form. Sometimes, like when you have to solve a system of linear equations by graphing, I actually prefer rewriting this in slope-intercept form to be able to graph it. But not always do we have to use slope-intercept form. And a lot of times when students have an equation like this, 3x plus 4y equals like 12, they recognize this and they recognize the intercept method. But then once we kind of get away with it and we focus so much time on slope-intercept form, students forget the intercept method. They forget how easy and helpful it can be. So for the rest of time in mathematics, for whatever function that you're working with, I want you to always remember the x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. The y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So if you're one of those students that always gets mixed up with b, slope is the most confusing thing in the world, like change of y over change of x, delta y over delta x, rise, run, positive, negative. It can be confusing. So this is what I like all students to kind of remember. You need to know the slope-intercept form. So I don't want you to rely on this because sometimes you're also going to have x and y intercepts that are fractions. And using the slope-intercept form is much better operation for you to be able to use. So don't abandon this. But I want to give you this technique because for this problem, it makes it super easy to be able to go ahead and graph. Rather than subtracting a 3x on both sides, multiplying by -1/2, simplifying, and then factoring it, here's all we need to do. If x-intercept is equal to y equals 0, just plug 0 in for y. Wow, right? Plug 0 in, that goes 0 times anything is 0, 3x equals 3, divide by 3, x equals 1. So now, if I'm going to graph this, I go to 1, and I put a nice little dot. Now, if I know my y-intercept is when x equals 0, then I'll put a 0 in for x. That goes to 0. Multiply by the reciprocal, which is a -2/1. Y equals -6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, to graph a line, all we need is 2 points. There you go. So when slope-intercept form doesn't look like it's going to be the best method, don't forget about your intercept method. Cheers.